I always come here to educate you about Rotary. Today the show is about the district governor's visits to the different types of clubs that are all over the country. District 9213 has 120 clubs across the country, and our district governor Edward Kakembo Nsubuga is supposed to visit all the 120 clubs. Welcome to the Rotary Moment Show. Clubs that are spread out of Uganda, across Uganda. That's north, northwest, west, a bit of western Uganda, the central, and that's what makes the district 9213, led by District Governor Edward Kakembo Nsubuga. Now today he is in the northwest part of Uganda, where we have Masindi, Hoima, Kigumba Rotary clubs that he's going to visit. He will later on crown this visit with the launch of the Camping Rotarians. I have a feeling you will enjoy this show because it is going to show you what happens to the rest of the 120 clubs that he has to visit across Uganda. He visits the clubs, checks the books, has a board meeting with the clubs. They must be well paid up. But what is also important is that he's able to launch some of the important projects like the BICA project, and that is the boy uplifting projects that you will see. He will also be able to launch the WASH project of Chifumbira of Hoima Kitara, where they have a WASH project and they will be launching those tanks. It is important for you to note that these are projects done by Rotarians, and that dollar that they give is very important. Let us watch as the district governor traverses over northwestern Uganda and covers these 4 Rotary clubs.
Relations between the Kingdom and Rotary. I've been attending for the last 29 years. I've been following the events concerning. I'm particularly interested in this Rotary Club of Hoima because of the association of the Kingdom. We in Uganda Kingdom and Rotary, we are doing great things together. But also I know here you're working with us so well, and this is the way we can help our people. Because Rotary we focus, we do things like Rotarian. Maybe my young brothers who are coming to join us, our main focus, we focus on the humanity. We focus on those who are less privileged. Because when you look at all of us here, we are somehow privileged to be where we are now. But when you go down 5 kilometers down there and you find people who have nothing to eat, you will feel sorry for them. You don't have to do water. So for us in Rotary, we work under the 7 areas of focus. For those who are not Rotarians, we look into the environment, we look into disease treatment and prevention, we look into economic empowerment, we look into hunger, and so on and so forth. So we work among those areas of focus, but our main focus is on the community. So when we combine with the Kingdom, and of course the factor that the Kingdom to work with the community, so really change this relationship which is here. This Rotary year, we have a signature project. You know, we are aware that every governor comes with a project. We have the governor who came up with the MCH, Governor Kim came with the environment, Governor Mike came with basic education and literacy. And then for me, my focus this year is on the Child Upliftment program. And according to our concept note, we are working with other kingdoms because of the trickle-down effect information, because they say Omukama Yagambi, things will get faster, Kabaka Yagambi. So we are working with the kingdoms, we are working with other religious organizations to ensure that you will empower the boy child. You agree with me that after 30 years of too much concentration on the boy child, and that's why our princess, she's empowered, you know. My age is empowered. Oh, I have here CMP president is empowered. Where is she? Oh my God, she's my energy. Yes, this is empowered. This is empowering girl children. I don't know this side of Bunyoro, but in Kampala, because these girls are so empowered, that the men cannot stand against them. Yeah, they are intimidated. Actually, we have problems of people who are going to marry our daughters we have raised very powerful daughters, but we are looking for men to marry them in Nigeria. I just want to appreciate the community for supporting the girl child. And the time it was necessary, but the mistake we made, they stayed there for so long, and they didn't know the boy child. So along the way, the boy child lost confidence. They knew he was not better before, and that's why there is a lot of this side again. The campaigns and a lot of pride. Being all over, being in northern Uganda, being in this central Uganda, the boy child has lost ground, and they need the support. And that way, we shall have men who are going to marry our daughters. Because the Bible tells us that the man or the woman, the man is the head of the family. So if you cut off the head of the man, you destroy the entire family. So that's why we say I want to support the boy child. And this program is going to be on for 5 years. So our work in the kingdom, the kingdoms all over, we sure will be able to achieve our target.
Dear DG, sir, it is very honorable to be with you this morning. As Bunyoro Save the Children Foundation, we were so elated to know that we have such a very wonderful and great figure coming to this land. And I can assure you, at 2 a.m. I was up ironing and polishing to make sure that I look good before you and the delegation. We are very grateful. As the Public Relations Officer for Bunyoro Save the Children Foundation, I would love to humbly submit to you that it is very honorable that you should take up the boy child to uplift and empower that species. It is indeed true that in our communities there is a very big challenge with the boy child.
Welcome you once again, our DG, and thank the Kingdom and Princess Doreen in particular for having allowed to host us here, and all the promising words, especially the continued partnership with the Kingdom and not only the Rotary Club of Hoima Kitara, but Rotary as an entire family, as we call it. And we pledge to continue really working with you smoothly, supporting the programs of the Kingdom, and looking forward to having many more of people like Atuha joining us in Rotary. Yes. Yes. Truly, that is where you belong. And when you turn and look at your neighbor, Rotary is actually supposed to be home. So thank you so much for hosting us, and we are looking forward to be with you in today's fellowship.
I'm the CEO, Director, Co-founder of the Bunyoro Save the Children Foundation. Here in Bunyoro Save the Children Foundation, we are partnering with the Bunyoro Kingdom and the Omugo Development Foundation. We are here, we deal with vulnerable kids and the families that are not doing well. So we make sure that all the families are doing well. We want that every kid, all the boys and the girls, to make sure that we want them, all of them, to go to school. We want the boy child who was thrown away. We also want him to be in school, to be healthy. The girl child the same, healthy and educated. So our thing is we go down in the fields. And we get the kid, we get the families, we get to know the families. Because if we go down in the families, that's when we shall know the vulnerables. When we go down deep down, we make sure everyone is okay. We get the parents, the guardians, whoever is taking care of the kids. So we are here, and I'm a Rotarian as well. So we work for now. Our theme is about the boy child, but me as the Bunyoro Save the Children Foundation, it's all about the boy child and the girl child as well. But we go deep, because we make sure even the family, because if you work for only, if you say you're going to prepare only the girl child and the boy child, and then you leave out the parents, then you've done nothing. So we make sure that everyone is okay. We want our kids educated, we want them healthy, we want everybody to be okay. So that's our theme. So we are welcoming everyone on board. Everyone where you are, we are welcoming you on board. Please come and join us.
My name is Kasigas Williams Donanto, and I am the Deputy Resident State Commissioner in charge of Hoima East Division, that is Hoima City. First of all, I want to take this opportunity to thank the Rotary Club, especially for coming on board and giving a hand, especially to our young people here in Hoima City. When I had just been appointed by the President to come and serve here as an RCC, I realized that our young people, especially who were staying in slums, now commonly known as ghetto, they had no one who would come and interact with them. In other words, they have been left out. But also, there are some of the no-go zone areas in this Hoima City, the places like the San Siro, Bad Street, of course there is the St. Christina headquarters. All these areas, we call them the ghetto areas. So people were worried, and the Kriatete areas. People were worried because they could not go there. People would lose their property. You know, these were the guys who were taking marijuana, who were, you know, taking mairungi and so on and so forth. So in other words, everyone would fear to come to Hoima City simply because of these areas. But for me, I said, no, this is a great opportunity for me to go there and interface with them, interact with them, talk to them, and we see what is the problem. Surprisingly, where everyone would fear to go, when we reached there and they realized with the DPC, we found these were very, very brilliant young people. Only because the conditions which they were living in, they did not want to stay in those areas. Either whatever they were doing, they didn't want to do them because they loved what they were doing, but simply because the situation. So what we did was to have an interaction with them, talk to them, understand their challenges, but also to help them in terms of mindset change. But not only mindset change, but also realize these were people who were very much talented, energetic, and they had skills. In other words, the question was, how can we help them to develop their talents? How can we help them to develop their skills? How can we help them to become very good citizens of this country? How can we help those areas where people would fear to go, but also they can become a free area, what we call the free zones, where people could go there and of course interact with them, start businesses, and also to see that people could come and enjoy this Hoima City.
Vihanga abakutamwe kitinisa lero turakoraki tukugize Mukama nitwijuke kitinisa ihanga lyaitu bunyoro Unyoro Kitara tukugonza nyinaitwe nitwabana vihanga abakutamwe kitinisa.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Njagala okusima administration eyaba ghetto mwebale nnyo mwebale eddala ekisooka mulabika bulungi nnyo njakunoonya ghetto w'e Kampala bajjeko ehoima balabe bwe mufaanana. Actually abewaffe ab'e Kampala otya ne bakwata mu ngalo nenzala mwena ne bakwata mu ngalo owulidde mulabika muli babuvunaanyizibwa mweyanjudde nga basinga mwasomako kale tubeebaza tubenyumirizaamu. RCC amambi wano nti mwenna buli omwana alina kyakola kwegamba temuli awo ate kuba nti kubaka effe gye tubeera mu capital state Kampala netusula bali naye wezoera saawe musobola kutambula ku luguudo nti ojoginga. So RCC abogeddeko ebintu birungi nnyo mwebale nnyo bali tulina kukolera wamu okuzimba eggwanga lyaffe. Afanda akyogedde bulungi abamu ku mmwe mufaanana bwe mutyo temwayagala byava ku bintu bizibu by'abazadde, so kati nemufuna obuzibu obwo nga temweyagalidde. Naye bwe mukimanya nti tulina okwekolamu omulimu mwe mwennyini baba balina okukola ki? Okwekolamu omulimu. Government tugenda tugamba banaye government etuyambe government esobola kubeera buli omu wonna kibola government wetasobola kubeera ffe abatwale tukola ki tujja ne tubaawo ne tugamba naffe katukole ki katuleko kye tukola along the way government emanyi nti naffe abatwale tunawe tugenze kuba batwenyumirizaamu batwesiga nabo bajja ne batugetako ne bakola ki ne tukwatira wamu njala okubasibirira entanda nti ffe abalutale guno omwaka twagamba nti katuyambe ku mwana w'obulenzi omwana w'obuwala ba gavumenti yamusoosowaza nnyo ne tukyebaza nnyo kubanga mu biseera abawala bali baagala okuyambibwa naye ekizibu ekiralo nti gavumenti yalwa nnyo ku bawala neerabira abaana abalenzi kibola abaana abasinga obungi kati njogera nga baffe Kampala gyembeera bava mu masomero nga tebakyafiibwako abazadde bafa ku baana bawala bagenda baleka wakati bagenda kusoma babeera mu bibanda so omwana omulenzi nakola ki naba nti losing ground so ngaffe abalutale tugamba twala tukwate ku mwana w'obulenzi n'omwana w'obuwala bonna babeere nga bali ku ki nga bali ku ddaala lye kati ffe abalutale tukola mu projects nyingi tukola mu tujjanjabyo njala kwebaza the Rotarian thank you so much for coming with the bank kuba nti owaddeyo facilities okulaba nti abantu baffe bano bakola kibafuna obujjanjabi kubanga ebiseera ebisinga obungi bwe bagenda mu bantu babaga bano babbi bano bayaaye so njala okwebaza bwekityo so ffe abalotale naffe tetusosola mu bantu tukola mu bantu bonna so tukola ku by'endwadde tukola ku by'amazzi tukola ku by'obutonde tulina kye bayita economic empowerment era Rotary Club president nja kusaba first of all oyina okuba sure to qualifying bw'omala okwalifyinga osobola okukozesa abasente za global grant economic empowerment naye nga mumaze okukola neexassessment tujesobola okubakolamu naye tulina wano omukisa tulina one of the biggest entrepreneur in this area Rotarian Magala nagendako mu facilities ze ayinza okutuwaayo ekizibu nalaba ayina shades nyingi n'atuwako shade emu netuwandika project netuteekamu ebyuma ebya carpentry netukola kibayita skilling center netuteekamu ebyuma ebya carpentry netuteekamu okukanika by'amasannyalaze netuteekamu amazzi netuteekamu buli kintu kyonna n'okuyigiriza abantu kuba kati osobola okulima ku yiika emu mu yiika emu mu mwaka n'ofunamu obukadde nga 6 kuba kati waliwo amagezi amapya so kati nja kubasaba club ya Hoima Kitara ensonga eno tetwagala tugitakule kungulu naye twala tutuukire ddala wansi ate nga kisobola okunoonya ssente mukimanyi bulungi ne tuba tulina kye tukola tetwagala kubawa kyennyanja era tetukikola tetugaba kyennyanja naye tugaba ki fishing rod mu Luganda because fishing rod mu Luganda babwire idobo twala tubawe amalobo nti musobola okwebeezaawo ate simu mwekka ne mubeezaawo ne famire zammwe kati abaana abalenzi njala kuwasibirira entanda mwate mu kirungi okwogera namwe kubanga biri mubitegeera babogeddeko bulungi nnyo tulina okukolera wamu n'eggwanga tulina okukolera wamu n'ebitundu ne security agencies tulina okukolera wamu n'ebitundu gye tuva njala mubeera abaana abalungi njala mubeera abaana abawulize njala mube n'amazima kubanga byetugenda okukolagana namwe byetaaga amazima ate njala mubeere bagumikiriza kuba abaana abalenzi mulina ekizibu temwagala kugumikiriza oyagala kukola mangu mwagala kugagawala mangu ne mubuuza mulagawa mupapa ki owulidde ffe naffe twakwata mpola otandika mpola lwa okola ki ng'otuuka wala ate bw'obeera n'amazima n'oba n'amazima at the end of the day wesanga okoze ki otuuse gy'olaga omukolo namulako lumu ku TV kazanya akantu ka MTN so kali nkwenyumirizaamu mulina serebu wano mulina serebu wano nawe tukwata kulano nebayigiza biki byokola njala okubasabira omukisa njala okubasabira entanda nti tujja kubakwatirako nga ffe abalutale naye nga bwe mbagambye tugaba ddobo bwetugaba eddobo eyo nga bumanyi bwetugaba eryo ate gwe nawe nawe noyigiriza abalala kyonna kyemba muyigize mugenda temuyigize ki n'abalala tuba asobola okukola ki okuzimba Uganda empya guno omwaka tulina project eno eya Boy Child Upliftment Program tugenda gitambuza wonna mu Uganda wonna tukolagana ne gavumenti e Kampala twala abakulu ba gavumenti tukolagana nabo leero tubadde ne princess atuwaniriza mu Lubiri ne twogera ku nsonga z'omwana omulenzi era ne tukkiriza okukolera wamu okulaba nti omwana omulenzi akola ki ayambibwako. Naye ffe abalotale tulinamu enjawulo, tetwagala kukola nsobi gavumenti yafanye ku mwana omuwala yekka nerabira omwana omulenzi. Tugamba awali abaana abalenzi 5 tulina kuteekamu abaana abawala 12 kubanga ekyalo nibabeera 20 mu butuufu ekyali abaana abawala bakyagala okukola ki okuyambibwa. Bangi nnyo abaana abobuwala senga mbagamba abaana abalina abaana abalota ne mbagamba ne bayimirira ne mubalaba balina amaanyi nnyo kubanga olw'empowerment eyo gavumenti gye bateekamu. Naffe abalotale tugamba katwempawalinga abaana abalenzi tube nga tutambulira wamu kubanga mu abaana abalenzi omugenda okuwasa bawala baffe. Nze n'abawala bange 2 balinga oyo bali energized, bali empowered. Noonya abasajja abaana bawasa sibalaba. Noyo oyo abagambe mbalaba ne boyfriend ogera okujja mugamba what happened with Jackson? Daddy, the guy wasn't serious. And I'm telling you. So tulina okubakolamu omulimu nammwe oba nti mumakinga n'abaana abawala abawala kubanga mubakulembeze ab'enkya naffe twalingamu. So musobola kisoboka okuba nti mukola ki mukolamu kale mbasabira birungi byereere ngenda kulokinga project eno ate nja kukomawo okulaba progress bwekoze ki bwemaze.
Good afternoon to all of you. Bampita Alex Wawire, DPC wa Hoima Central Business Division, Deputy CDB, and Senior Lieutenant of Police. Ntambudde ne Division CRO Wawire Amanyago, Community Liaison Officer, Police no muntu wa bulijjo. Yes.
Mbalamusiza mwenna. Amanya Bampita Nakalyango Saida, ASP, Community Liaison Officer,
I'm so happy for today. At least in one of our dreams, we are beginning to realize it today. So many months ago, we happened to sit with my security chairperson, Afande Kasigas Donato, and also the DISO, Office of Police. We were like, what is the problem of Hoima? So we are into research. We discovered Hoima has so many younger people. They are very energetic and they are able. You have sound mind, but again, as relating it to development, you have a big population of youths. They have the energies, but they are consumers. They eat what others, they feel, have produced. So I say this one is a bottleneck to our development. So what do we do? But again, there are crimes committed in the community by these youths. So as we sat, because we had done it elsewhere in Kampala, we also had a very big population of the youths, very energetic. These individuals, if you came and gave them hope, even if you are going to slaughter them, but you give them hope, they can walk on foot from here up to Chikolobi and back, not tired. So we said, this is a time bomb. We need to look for a medicine. At the same time, we want this population to be active. Sorry, let me use Uganda. These are our youth people. So ideally, ghetto kitegeeza ekifo ekiri mu bugabuga nga kirimu abantu abo mufuna mpola era nga abantu abo bali mu nzigotta. Tuli fenna. So buli alowooza nti okubeera mu ghetto obeera mutumbaavu obeera mubbi obeera musi oli munyakuzi gwe tole mu kifo kirungi. Ghetto kitegeeza ekifo ky'abamufuna mpola eky'omuggota nga kiri mu bugabuga babeeramu lwakubanga tebeesobola naye tebabeeramu lwa bikolwa bikyamu. So bwe twaliwa ne mukama wange nga bwe bugambye RCC ne tutuula ne tugamba tulina okukola n'ejjinja ne tuteeka ku nkulaakulana n'ebyeddembe eby'ekitundu kino kye twasooka okutunulako ku baana kubanga almost buli lunaku ng'ofunayo gwe basse either abadde anyakula abadde amenya ennyumba y'omuntu ne tugamba amakomera ge tulina yeesijeegali ne gayinza obutamala and it's not a solution to Uganda's problem. Si makomera kubeera mangi amayinza. The problem is the mindset. So ne tugamba what do we do? Tulina okugenda ku nnono. And what is the problem? The biggest problem is to be what they are. It is family breakdown. Abazadde baabwe bafuna abakyala ne bazaala naye nga tebeetegese. Omwana awasa mwana munne n'azaala mwana munne basobola kuwa buyambi. Kuba omwana tayinza agamba munne tuguleko ettaka, tuguleko epoloti, tugule entebe. For them what they know of is enjoyment. Say bivaamu government eyambe n'abaala. That's why we get such people. Abazadde abamu bafuna abakazi bafuna obutakwatagana mu maka gaabwe. Ne wesanga omukyala avudde mu maka agenze omusajja awasiza omukazi omulala. Kati omukazi ono n'atayisa abaana bano ate bulungi. Kali n'agamba naye nawulirako anko wange bamuyita John Magala. Nawulirako ejja wange anti wange ye Catherine. Atuuka eninga ne Catherine alina ebizibu by'ebirala. Kali n'asigala nga so disturbed. N'agamba lwaki sigenda wabwire namulabako yabeera bulungi ku street eyo. Kati oludda ku street eyo wabwe naye talina wafuna mpola. So kati okufuna amaanyi ogenda ku street okufuna kye bakola alina kubanga anywamu koki enjaga. Kati bwakusala ebyo naye bibi kali tagulira kisa kuba batakiraba at that time. These are the people. Abaana bano olumu era omuzadde afuna omukyala oba omukubona afa kati avudde mu Kongo omukulu n'agamba kange nenjiyembesewo bannange byagenda eyo okweyiya banne empisa zaabwe ziba zizo kandi naye alina kukola ki alina kuyingiramu. Bwe tuba tusoma tulina a theory which we call the broken window theory nti buli omu yeeyisa okusinziira mu kitundu kyakoze ki kyakuliddemu. Bw'obeera mu ghetto olina kweyisanga mu naghetto survive, otherwise abasajja bayinza obutakuleka. Bw'oba oli ku nnyanja naawe olina kubeera mu lunnyanja olina kubeera muvubi. So sometimes embeera abantu bano gye bakuliddemu ebaleetera obuzibu. So wisate tugamba naye nekiba kyekyo kireetera omuntu obubbi tugamba yes, kireetera omuntu okutta yes, okurepinga yes, kuba anywa enjaga afuna amaanyi. Kati enjaga eyinza okugamba repinga omwana wa mwezi gumu oyinza okuza okuta omwana wa myaka 3+. With these very many words ngamba nti abategese ekintu kino it is timely era ne ngezaako okulaba nti abaana bano tugezaako okubazza mu mbeera ey'obulongoofu babeere ekyenkulaakulana muno nga ne bw'otambula akasimuko tekakola ki takanyakola. Mukama wange RCC webale nnyo okukkiriza this idea kuba I thought kyogenda gigana but he accepted the idea ne tugikolamu and the reason why kimulabye nga bazze wano is because we did great work over there. So when Catherine came to my office yalina byayisaawo ne muleetamu endowooza y'abaana bano. I've also told the same idea to KCB Bank and other people abasobola okulaba babakwatirako. So Catherine, thanks for accepting this idea. Really I've seen nti wano wamwe olina okwagalawo. Ne Bible egamba nti nasookanga n'abeewa. This is your place. Yes.
N'omusizi atandikirawo.
Bakwatirako. Kale mbaagala nnyo kulwakula n'eggwanga yange.
Hoima Kitara. Tusemere muno kuba hano kandi tukwenda kukora nainywe mu mwaka guno habwokuba tumugiza omugenyi mukulu ono Mugenya mukuru nwakura Rotary is the district governor ya mu Uganda. Nwakura Rotary mu Uganda. Yabaye najya mu ntebe akajyana no kuolekwa vision iyo kuyamba omwana w'obuwojo kukora ki kuyimuka nawe okwa omulimo tukuzire enkora ya government focus ekirunge bayire muno hamwara muisiki omukusoma maxi we mumongeraho kinunu bae kyokati yagena that vision egamba omwana w'obuwojo kamuleke enyuma asikalira ki enyuma so ega this wega muwe kakwatanize ne bitongole bya government na kuro wa government njokoro RCC ali hanu njokoro nyo kusala kingido bali hanu njokoro mukuru wa HB ali hanu na abandi niko kwatanize omwana omunye natukoleki natumuyimukiye no akoleki ayimuke. So that's why we nkito tuli hanu kinu we are here to launch this program launching niko netugero itatandika mashino kora hamu
semeriro korora abanywani banga ba ghetto na president kokuna waliyo naija baitu bano abageto bantu baitu yogwaho mutubonga mpora kandi waitu mgenyi mukuru na timu yone nyakula hano nyenda kugambera eno ni yogeto timu yonka inakarora nyakulu well organized kandi kaito kasetures tugera nsonga ne turize kwa Talibanese aha cyonka roba turambenda kurama tugamugaruke tujye tubonga nabo tubaza bantu barungi muno kandi no batunga mu muntu akutalibaneze no babanza kujya kutugambera kandi tukabaheza no junanize bwabonka ngo barabamu ene criminal undi akabamu omusumu bamwe panishingira baina neberagiro byabo bamwe kwatera ho bonka ba managing aro abandi baba dismissingira kim bam suspending otalipyo kagaruka mu geto yeite Karo kunsemeriro kanya no kubasima na ba Rotary abokuba I was really shocked abokuba in most cases bagayi baitu bano tubakira muno kwaraki babarora bagamba abayikale yoko betato bokwijo kasanga arho president okasanga hakutwara the overall okara these very important people abanyakula hano nikibanki manyisa abantu baitu bageto ngo arho abantu abakubafao na abakubayijuka na weki mu very special people ebintu tulabantu ongera ku
n'umugisa government ya sindika hewe umbaira hewe nyagendaho mu stage ya Medellin mu Colombia 20 or 30 years back ekaba one of the hardest places to go into abo San Siro the president sakwatu manye ibayo mtaje vita Pablo Escobar iwe toka higire abija koze by to Medellin erigire oku hari yali mukikale kibagambaga DJ takusakuta mu rundi Rotary magata takusakuta hamu saa zino akuimuka na gamba Christmas na familia yawe bajagenda babonge Medellin yo babalire Christmas so kwenda kibeho nti San Siro ehinduke eitaka lirohaho uhindwe mindset ye itanke kwekula kwa mtaka abantu omudara butekeho gavumenti bane tukwatira ko abakusiga enono abakolaki kiba tukihindule tukiye mugamba nti it is Islam way place that people would fear to go to rundi yonja kwijaga tabala TV zange nije kuyayo mwana ajja kwija arrows kusika chapati ndozenge artist ina jita nije tubaze business uje kya sabiti hoteli jita akibaro okusano gamba mujja kola kosa tayanya ko harubu ndonesi hanu asara sisi arona DPC batwikirize tukole kandi veye tu aba geto youth aba transform ndenda mwana hano wa hoteli
tutangire mu buryomu kitini kisakya abajiri muhano bali amabara gange baneta mugara Ramadan geto president wa bunyo ati ebizu byone bino bayini mukaguzawo ali bunyoro byona bina ensonga ebikurugira ensonga etali emwe zitali ibiri ezitali sate zitali ene zitali tano ensonga enyingi muno ezikwetaaga akayirira akayindi muno kusobola omuntu okaketegereza ekindi nikiretereza kuyikayo practically olulewo nibo kakase ebintu ebimu bali abantu abakufa enjala ate nene ekintu ekyakusa kuba nasa kubaali ekyo bwokigamba omuntu azakulwa tikikusoboka abakuba wakulora inamu 10,000 oba 20,000 abaana ba geto aboojo aniyo ensonga emulamu enkulu etulesere hano abaana aboojo abakusinga bona kuba mu geto abaye ensonga bona batazaalwe mu geto busa omwana n'omwana yazaalirweyo abazaalirwemu mu geto bali bana abatulira bali mu bwire buno abwaki omwana agenda kuluga omwabo azaalibwe abaye ensonga emusindikirize ekyo kulolwawo alimu abaana abamu habwokuba alina talenti yaye omuzaire waye atakugenda for example music omwana kuba nazina omuzaire bwokuba oli mu otakubyenda ogenda ku stopping omwana ogwo kukola what God created him to be omuzaire okufuuka mu luhanga omwana ekitakusoboka niko okola etwena tuluga omukabwa engeri batulabyamuga bakuru nibagamba buli kinoiko mukandi bagamba ebintu bayibireira ebintu bibuzirera nireri eryana abokuba ikala omugeto ikala n'abanywanyi baabwe obukakusiba eisoke nibokakukola dread nibagamba oli musuma okutugenda kusaba emirimu tibagenda agituweereza bagamba ebyo byomugeto biyaye bikala gwakuli batukanda ogwakingamba tinkamwibaga tinyine kinyali mukozere kandi ntaka okagwiza ekyabakintu iba mwekaguze kike kitufosinga kuiba omwana agenda azigulamu enkwacho oba kasitizine kizikyamuyamba nigamazima ate bwe nosigala nogenda nogamba nkabahereza akakayide mu geto kandi no ebyo ati twagamba ngeri buli omu mu geto ekirugire kirungi kimu tukula ntuhirira kwegamba ntutoza sente nikobo ntusomba sikulwato ntusiga tutekisi byona ntuzane emipiira tuzane ebikonde byona tubikola niko sobole buli amu sobole kuba nenkolayo akasente abamu mulitu abazaire baita bakasobola otuwerera ka school fees akoko kasoboka baita abandi balemwa tibakusayadde kweyo balina mwana nakakasa nkwenda kusoma baita titukusobola noba kugenda esomero bajja mubinga talina kitabu akwikala niwa talina peni abaana abandi bakwenda textbook tagina abokuba busa kuyamba talina omuzaire bakatuzanguka bakatunoba titukyali baana batwita byana ebyo byana baita abwakine tetulumwa so tukusaba okuba buli buyambi n'amagye tukateize mukama lwangala bimugende nate tufuke bantu bomugaso mu nsi muno nimugamaga abo abanywa genjaye niba bakulu abakuvuga emotoka bwire buno.
I am called Mugara Ramadan, the ghetto president of Hoima Kitara ghetto youths. Today we had a very good event of boy child. Rotary Club, they are going to help the ghetto youths through employing them, through taking back those who want to go back to school, those who are sick, those who are addicted to some drugs and they want to change their lives, so such that a ghetto youth from the ghetto can become someone who is seen in the society as an important person. So today on this event we have met the president of Rotary Club. We have met so very many people who are able and willing to help the Bunyoro ghetto youths.
My name is Rotarian Patrick Businge. I'm the Hope Creator President of the Rotary Club of Hoima Kitara. Today is a very happy day for me. I'm so excited, feeling excited that one, we are hosting the district governor of District 9213, Rotarian Edward Kakembo Nsubuga. He's here visiting the Rotary Club of Hoima Kitara, and we visited the kingdom, and now we we are from launching the Boy Child Uplifting Program for a club, and now we are set to start carrying out this activity, implementing this activity. We are targeting the youth, the ghetto youth who are here, and there are so many in number in Hoima town and in different groups. So we are here to tell them that they have a hope, they have a future. I'm
Rotarian Catherine Murungi, the Big Up Ambassador, the Boy Child Uplifting Program Ambassador for the Rotary Club of Hoima Kitara. I'm so glad for this project that it was timely. The boy child needs to be uplifted through the mindset change and also skilling. The girl child has really moved ahead, so I think it is the right time that we all be at the same level. I want to thank the members of the club and everyone who has participated. We've engaged with the ghetto youth of Hoima. All of them came together. They have an association, they're registered, and they also have a constitution. We thank the other partners who gave us the leverage to be with them, the DPC. This project aims at uplifting the boy child. It will help to reduce the crime rate, especially in the urban center or the city of Hoima. If these boys are skilled, if they get something to do, if they get self-employed, if they change what they think, their attitude, and start earning a living, we hope they'll be better people, and they will also motivate others who are in the ghettos to improve and become better people. When we are talking about mentorship of making the boy child better, we are looking at different things which will also include talking about their hygiene, how they can keep their health good, because if you're not healthy, then you'll not be able to have the energy to do work, and also you'll not have people who come to you to support you. So they need to keep their hygiene, they need to be healthy, and also they need to engage in only legal activities that are allowed. So we hope that this project is really going to uplift the boy child. It's going to be for the betterment of our community. It's going to empower other youth. And as we work alongside the boy child, we also uplift the other girl child who is still not at that level. So it's not specifically for only the boys, but also a percentage of the girls are going to be there. Like we've seen today, that the ghetto is not only for the boys, it also has young girls who also have kids. So it means we have to break this trend from a mother to child. So it is going to involve different stakeholders, and we are lucky that we already have some partners who are willing to support, and we are seeking for more partners if we are to implement this project successfully.
My name is Tayewa Prudence. I work with Reproductive Health Uganda, Hoima branch, Bunyoro region. I'm so happy today that we've launched the Boy Child project. That is going to look at a boy child in a community where the boy has been neglected in different aspects. It has been a lot of emphasis on the girl child for a long time. Very many projects have come, have gone, by looking at the girl child. So I'm grateful indeed for this opportunity for yet another boy child to enjoy the rights of a young boy child.
We thank everybody, the police, DPC, RCC, and all on the others. You know, they have helped the ghetto youths of Bunyoro through connecting the ghetto youths to people who are going to help them economically. So I am very happy because today it's like the key has entered the padlock. They are going to open all the problems which have been locked for the ghetto youths. So we thank God for this wonderful day, and by names of Mugara Ramadan Yonwo, the ghetto president of Bunyoro. God protect your country, God protect your people, God protect the ghetto youths. For God and my country. Wow, wow.
Edward Kakembo Nsubuga is my name. I'm the district governor, District 9213, Uganda. Today, we are here in Hoima City as part of the governor's tour. Every year, the governor visits all clubs in the district, and Hoima is one of them. Today is a special day as we launch the Boy Child Uplifting Program. The signature project for this Rotary year is the Boy Child Uplifting Program, and the people will ask why the boy child. We realize that along the way, after too much attention on the girl child, along the way at the expense of the boy child, along the way the boy child lost ground. He lost ground, they lost confidence, and then they had to find their ways of survival. Right now, the crime rate in our country is so much, the divorce rate is so much, the boys are no longer responsible. One of the things they do, they go impregnating young children, young girls, and then they don't support their children. So we say as Rotarians, we're coming in to ensure that we mobilize the boy child, we try to support the boy child so that they can be at the same level as the girl child. We are looking at things like a mindset change. We are looking at skilling. We are looking at education, taking some of the boys back to school together with our partners, and also equipping them with the skills through our economic empowerment. So this Rotary year, we want to support the boy child, so that the boy child and the girl child, they are at the same level, because these are the boys who are going to marry our daughters. So we want to organize them so that they are responsible children, such that the mother and the father, they are able to bring up their children, because these are our leaders for tomorrow. So I just want to thank the Rotary Club of Hoima Kitara for launching this project, and for inviting a very critical segment in our country, the ghetto children, the ghetto kids. I'm so impressed with the ghetto kids here. They are well organized, they have leadership, they look responsible, and some of them went to school, and they have accepted to work with us to ensure that we uplift their plight. So that's our mission today, and I want to thank the Club of Hoima Kitara that we've just started. As the district, we are going to support them to ensure that the boy child is supported. Thank you so much for having me.
My name is Kalisa Chris, head teacher at Kiziramfumbi Secondary School, and I'm briefly going to talk about Rotary Club and what it has done for us. From the start, our school did not have good water for drinking and other uses. But when Rotary came in our school, they gave us a water system which collects rainwater and is kept in the reservoir, then pumped into the distribution channels, and that water has helped us very much. Our students are no longer traveling long distances to fetch water. They can use now enough water to bathe, clean utensils, wash their clothes, and also have enough water for drinking. The drinking water is purified. They don't drink water direct from the rain, but it goes through the system and is purified, is good water. In addition to the water system, the Rotary clubs are giving us equipment to use in the sick bay, the beds, the other instruments used for example, in the hospital, on the clinics, plus the drugs. So our students will not suffer untreated diseases. This water system has also helped improve enrollment in the school. At the time we started, we had 500, now we are approaching to 800 because of the water system. So in brief, the hygiene has improved and health. So that is the best out of Rotary clubs. They also gave us some training on menstrual hygiene management. Our girls are no longer leaving school because of poor hygiene management, menstrual hygiene management. They also gave us tree seedlings to plant and protect our environment. And also we planted fruits like those ones there to help our students improve on their immunity and the nutrition. So that is all I can talk about Rotary. Thank you very much for the time.
Hello, our viewers. My name is Mildred Katsabe Akiki, and I'm the founder for Rowan's Down Syndrome Awareness Center. Down syndrome is a genetic disorder, or I would say a disability that happens before a child is born. And children that have Down syndrome have what we call an extra chromosome. They come with 47 chromosomes instead of 46. Because I'm not a doctor, I will not go into the details of science, but I'm talking as a mother who actually has a child who happens to have Down syndrome. And this organization is named after my son, and my son is called Rowan Angonza Kripsi Apuli. Now, the idea was born when actually I got Rowan, and I found that Rowan had Down syndrome just a few months after he was born. And on top of Down syndrome, he also had a congenital heart defect, which we had to work on before he turned age 6 months. Because of the challenges I was going through as a parent, including stigma from people, including people telling me you have been cursed, people telling me maybe it is witchcraft, I realized that there was a lot of lack of information within our communities. And I decided to start creating awareness within our communities. And that's how Rowan's Down Syndrome Awareness Center was born. Now, what do we do at the center? First of all, we create as much awareness as possible. Because of what I've told you, most parents have people with special abilities out there, but they hide them. They do not want to bring them out for fear of stigma, but also because of lack of knowledge. They do not know how to manage these cases. So we provide as much information as possible, especially to new mothers, about how to handle children with special needs, but also about nutrition. I'm not working alone. We work with a team of professionals, and those include speech therapists, nutritionists, occupational therapists, cardiologists, because children with Down syndrome come also with other health conditions which we cannot manage alone. Which other health conditions? For example, they delay in achieving their milestones. A child with Down syndrome will be walking at probably 8 months, yet a typical child will be sitting at 8 months, yet a typical child sits at 4 months. So we support them through physiotherapy so that we see that they can achieve their milestones as fast as they can. We do this by working through health facilities, taking services nearer to the parents, because we realized in the whole of Bunyoro, in the whole of Hoima, you can only get these services at Hoima Referral Hospital, which happens to be very far for most of our parents who are coming from deep in the villages. The other important thing we do is to help parents, especially those that find their children having a heart condition. Like I've said that my own son came with a congenital heart defect. 50% of our children that have Down syndrome also have a congenital heart defect. And you find that this heart defect cannot be worked on in Uganda, it has to be taken abroad. So we connect these parents to sponsors who can support them to finance heart surgeries. We also do a lot of speech therapy, because most of our children with this condition are not able to speak if they don't get speech therapy. Or they will speak, but they will not articulate. So we work with speech therapists to see that our children can speak. And you realize that when a child does not speak, then the communities won't understand this child. Therefore, they will not accept the child. And it becomes like a vicious cycle. They won't be accepted in school, because the teachers don't understand this child. So it's very important that a child learns to speak, and that's why we are setting up a speech therapy center here at Rowan's Down Syndrome Awareness Center so that we can support these children with this kind of services. We are also organizing our groups, our parents in groups, so that we can see how they can support themselves. Today we were visited by the Rotary Club of Hoima Kitara, and we were able to sell out 2 art crafts that they have made. And when they sell these, in the end, they get little monies that they use for transport to go to the health facility to access the services that we take nearer to them. But also we are planning on introducing many other activities they can engage in so that we see that they live a better life, especially mothers, because what happens as a mother when you get a child with a special ability, most mothers spend most of their time caring for these children. Even those who were employed, they end up losing their job so that they take off time to look after the children. So as Rowans, that's what we are looking at, so that we can empower these mothers so that they can support their children and be able to bring them up without facing all these challenges of finance that mostly parents who raise children with special needs.
Hello, my name is Kenneth Kigumba. I'm an occupational therapist and I work with Rowan's Down Syndrome Awareness Center, which is based in Hoima. Well, the organization is supporting people with Down syndrome, based in the whole of Bunyoro, covering a scope of 8 districts. Currently, we have 90 members registered for mutual support, information, therapy, and then referral for different interventions. Well, personally, I got the motivation to be working with Rowan's Down Syndrome Awareness Center and supporting humanity just because I got introduced into this profession by a colleague who showed me what occupational therapy is, and then I got so much motivated to start up the initiative. Well, in one of my practices, I happened to get in touch with this great founder, Mildred Katusabe, who happens to be a mother to a child having Down syndrome, Rowan. So the organization is called Rowan's Down Syndrome Awareness Center, and it was started in the name of Rowan, the child they got having Down syndrome. Well, we've done a lot of awareness about this condition in the community. We are trying to change the mindsets of the people within the community, the way they think about disabilities and Down syndrome. Well, and we've received so many success stories from the community where people have really benefited from our services. So many people have been able to achieve their milestones in development following our interventions. So many people have received the information they really never had in the previous days, which is really essential, and they really needed to have this kind of information to see that they can change the lives of so many other people within the community. Because you find that in a rural setting like the one we are living in Hoima, so many people believe in misconceptions. You find that people believe in witchcraft, people believe in maybe disability being a curse, people believe in maybe God is punishing us for doing something. Well, all these things need to be attended to by specialists and the other people who are trained within the community. So basically we've done all that, and I guess we are moving on so well. Thank you so much.
It's not hard to say that that is a lot of work for one man who is going to see 120 clubs. And as the quarter has just ended, he's going into a second quarter. He is still visiting clubs, and I assure you he's going to visit all the 120 clubs. He crowned it off with launching the Rotary Camping Rotarians. Now what you've seen is done in a week. For a district governor, on a weekly, he must be able to visit all the clubs. Each of the 120 has a project. Imagine all the good that Rotary is doing in this country. I love you and thank you very much for always giving Rotary time. Do join us again next week here on UBC and on our channel, our YouTube channel, the Rotary Moment Show channel, or on Facebook, the Rotary Moment Show, and on Twitter, the Rotary Moment Show. I remain Carol Chazekakoza from the Rotary Club of Chiwatule. Thank you very much for being with us.